All right, so I guess I don't need this. There's nobody in here. Today we are messing around with my new mount for my microscope. So I have my camera mounted to my microscope, thusly. And with my camera mounted to my microscope, thusly, I should be able to get some nice imagery out of this. So let's find out, shall we? Turn that off. And now here we are. We'll go to the lowest power magnification. And this, I think, is just the classic like whitefish mitosis slide. That looks pretty good. This is a filthy old slide. That's okay. Oh, we've got some cells there. They look pretty good. We'll go to a higher magnification. So this should be about 200 times magnification overall, because it's the 10 times objective, and I've got the 20 times eyepiece inside there. Let's see if we can find something kind of fun. Now, I don't know if you can see, but this is not a very exciting microscope itself. It's just an old microscope. So I don't even have any, dialing controls here. And this is heavy, so I've got to be kind of feather that. So not exactly optimal, but let's see. This is really bringing to light, amongst other things, how terribly bad I am at using a microscope, but that's okay. Definitely not a big skill for me, though I wish it were. I think I like the look of this guy here. Let's see if we can't get in on the higher objective there. For whatever reason, the way the lenses are lined up on this fairly cheap microscope, whatever's at the far left is what will come into focus, or what will be in view here. So we can see there the individual cells, and this should be at 800 times magnification overall. So that's pretty good magnification. Of course, at this level, just the slightest moving of the slide really makes me wish I had mechanical controls. Instead, I'm using the highly scientific method of just trying to tap it without moving it too fast. But that is not bad. We can focus through to different layers like that. Sort of use that to get our view. So, and of course, we don't need to be looking at highly sophisticated stuff. We could, but I could also look, what do I have here? I actually have no idea what this is, but we have cell sample here. That's interesting. I wonder what kind of tissue that is. Let's check the label after. Very cool. Right, and we can get a sense of the field of view we're looking at. If I look at a ruler under the microscope, just like that, we can get a sense of this. I've got 1 millimeter increments there, and under just the 4-power objective, which again should be 80 times magnification, give or take, we can say the field of view across there is, you know, a little more than a millimeter. I'm going to switch this to the other side. Not 2 millimeters. You know, maybe about 1.5 millimeters that way. If I go up to the 200 times magnification, you can see the field of view is less than a millimeter. And of course I can go 4 times more magnified still. That's the highest power objective on this guy. And when we do that, well, this ruler is too thick actually, but if I put it upside down, now we'd be able to focus on that. Yeah, so with it upside down, that is looking at the ink on the back of the ruler at 10 times magnification. And now if we go up to 800 times magnification, you can see, we can actually see kind of patterns in the dye and the like. So there we are, there we have it. Yeah, kind of cool. You know, by no means a professional microscope, but all the same, I think it's still nicer to have a nice, you know, nice 4K video feed than to be stuck with the kind of crappy SD video taps you get with cheaper microscopes. I think that is a very passable image. Very passable indeed. And I think probably to the point where, A, you can see quite clearly that I need to clean my microscope up because the thing is filthy, but also that really the optics on this are more limiting than the optics on the camera at this point, which is desirable. So we'll shut that off, and I can disconnect that. Put the lens I had back on there. All right, hopefully that recorded. We'll find out in a minute.